Alright, what is up all you gorgeous people? I'm very excited to bring you what I think might be a very interesting, very helpful video, which is I want to make a video talking about what my portfolio looks like, the percentage allocation I've allotted to my long-term portfolio, how I would go about building a portfolio in cryptocurrency today, just some kind of general guidelines and rules, and kind of talk about what I find compelling in each of the coins I'm invested in. So if you like the sound of that, I'd like to ask you if you can please like, subscribe, comment, and share, and hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. It really does help out the channel, guys, helps out with the algorithm. So any of you who do help us out in that way, I really do appreciate it. But before I start off, guys, I really need to make a few disclosures, which is, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, okay? This is not financial advice. At the time of recording, might not be the best time to get into these coins, but these coins I'm going to be talking about in my portfolio, I think will do very well long term. And also, I am building my portfolio to sell at hopefully the peak of this bull run. So I'm looking to scale out of my portfolio completely near the end of 2021, beginning of 2022. So that is what my portfolio is built for. Okay, guys. So now let's delve into this. I will now show you guys what my portfolio looks like for long-term investments by percentage of allocation. So hopefully that makes sense. Now let's take a look. Guys, this is my portfolio. Okay, this is what my portfolio looks like by initial investment allocation. So 32%, let's start off with the large coins, and we'll work our way down here, and I'll kind of explain what I find compelling in each cryptocurrency, and at the end I'll talk about how I would go about building a portfolio in crypto today. So let's talk about Ethereum, guys. 32% of my initial investment is in Ethereum. Ethereum, in my mind, is a no-brainer. It is the second largest cryptocurrency in the world. The vast majority of the cryptocurrency market space is built, using Ethereum technology. What is it, 80-90% of the cryptos out there today are built using Ethereum. Guys, in my mind, Ethereum is a no-brainer. With Ethereum 2.0 being released, Ethereum 2.0 aims to make Ethereum faster, cheaper, and more efficient to use. It's also going to take away a bunch of the supply from the market. Or, the vast majority of developers and development going on to cryptocurrency is built on Ethereum. Guys, Ethereum is huge. I would not be the least bit surprised if, let's say, in 10 years, Ethereum has a higher market cap than Bitcoin. I think Ethereum has a more compelling use case than Bitcoin, in my opinion. That's just me. And Ethereum brought the smart contract ecosystem into cryptocurrency, which built the internet of value, the internet of money. So in my mind, having some Ethereum is kind of a no-brainer, and Ethereum is kind of my safe play. But to call it a safe play is almost doing it a disservice, because I do think Ethereum long term, both in 1 year and past beyond that, is likely to do very well. So that's why I invested 33% of my initial allocation into Ethereum. So yeah, let's move on to vechain, guys. 12% of my initial investment went into vechain. Vechain, guys, I love vechain. Vechain is a large crypto that has some of the best partnerships in the world. It has so many partnerships with so many companies: Walmart, B&W, China. It seems like every day vechain has a new partnership. For those who don't know, vechain aims to improve supply chains through tracking things on the blockchain. vechain already has massive partnerships, like I mentioned, and they're constantly getting new partnerships all the time. So, I think 2021 will be the year of the bull run. That's just my opinion. It could be wrong. And vechain will be just getting new partners all throughout that, the bull run. And I don't know, guys. I think vechain could do amazing. It's it's between what's vechain at right now? It's just under 2 cents. Where is it? Right here. Yeah, 1.6 cents, guys. I think vechain could go between 50 cents and $1, because vechain has a circulating supply, a total supply of around 60 billion. So if you're telling me at the peak of this bull run, could vechain get a market cap of 60 billion? I think that's totally possible, because I think Ethereum has a good chance of getting a market cap in the trillions at the peak of this bull run. I could be wrong, guys. It's not financial advice, just what I'm thinking as a possibility. So, I think vechain aims to improve supply chains throughout the world. It's already doing so. Already has massive partnerships. It's continuing to get massive partnerships. So I think vechain could be huge long term. So, that's why I'm invested in vechain. Now, moving on to chainlink. 12% of my initial investment was allocated to chainlink. And as well, I think Chainlink is kind of a no-brainer, guys. Chainlink is a decentralized oracle. It essentially brings in data into smart contracts. So, Chainlink is the thing that brings in data into everything. It's kind of the thing that connects everything. There's many decentralized oracles. There's Chainlink, there's Band, there's Daya. But Chainlink is kind of like the name brand, right? It's kind of like the Coca-Cola of decentralized oracles. So, in my opinion, it's kind of a no-brainer to have some Chainlink. I think, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if at the peak of this bull run, we see a Chainlink in the hundreds of dollars. That's not, that's just what I'm looking out for, guys. So that's why I have some Chainlink. Moving on, SNX, Synthetics Token. This is kind of a more interesting play. And I bought into Synthetics for kind of two reasons. One being Token Metrics. Token Metrics ranks Synthetics as their #1 long-term hodl for investing on a year-long horizon. So for those of you who don't know, Token Metrics is a AI-fueled price predictions and portfolio suggestions platform. In fact, there's a link down in the description below where you can sign up with Token Metrics with our link below. It is pricey, but guys, the fact that Token Metrics ranks SNX Synthetics as their #1 long-term hold, should tell you something. And for those who don't know, Synthetics, essentially, it's a coin that plays within the derivatives market space. So for those who, just to kind of explain what Synthetics are and why I think it could be a big deal, is because in the legacy market space, like the stock market, the trading of stocks is much smaller than the derivatives trading space. So basically, derivatives trading, I hope I can explain this half well. Derivatives trading is leveraged trading of an underlying asset, where you're not trading the underlying asset, but you're essentially trading a representation of an asset. In the derivatives market, in the legacy market, like stocks, is far, 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 far larger than the actual underlying asset trading market, like the underlying stock market itself. So in crypto, it's the exact opposite. Derivatives is much, much smaller than the rest of the cryptocurrency market space. So, if indeed crypto is going to grow and mature as an investment, as an asset class, I think derivatives is likely to grow in the future. And if, derivatives might one day be bigger than the actual trading of the underlying assets, and it's currently much smaller than the trading of the underlying assets, if the whole market can do a 20, 30, 50x, what could Synthetics do? What could derivatives do? If indeed derivatives is destined to be larger than the trading of the underlying assets themselves, guys, Synthetics would be huge. Like the derivatives trading market could be huge in crypto one day. So it isn't now, but one day it could be, and that's why I own a little bit of Synthetics to get exposure to that. And as well, Token Metrics ranks it as their #1 hold for the long term when it comes to 1 year investing. So that's why I invested into Synthetics. Now, XRP. XRP was my largest back hold for a while, but I kind of started buying a bunch of cryptocurrency recently, and it's no longer my biggest back hold, as you can see. But I do own some XRP, and I'm very, very bullish on it long term. I've nearly doubled my portfolio, like the money I've made on XRP. Like I bought XRP, like my average entry is probably below 30 cents, right? So, XRP is going to do, I think it could do amazing for many reasons. One, just looking at the chart, guys, like, I don't think we can go back here. Hold on. Like XRP's all-time high was $3.40 roughly. So I think it can not only reach that throughout the course of this next bull run, but vastly surpass that. So XRP, in my mind, is a no-brainer just because the ROI potential is so massive, right? And it's also visually very cheap. Like, what's going to happen 6 months from now when Bitcoin and Ethereum, or possibly in the tens of thousands, high tens of thousands, people are going to see XRP, the third largest cryptocurrency, at maybe, couple tens of cents or a dollar or so dollars, and they're going to be like, oh, okay, I'll buy this because these are too expensive, guys. XRP2 as well. It's fast. It's fast to transfer. Banks could adopt it one day to do, to settle transactions. I think XRP personally has a lot going for it. Also, XRP, there's a fork being created for XRP called the Spark token, the Flare token, which will allow XRP to be integrated within the smart contract ecosystem going forward. Because XRP by itself cannot be integrated within the smart contract ecosystem. You need a fork. You need kind of a middleman, and Spark Token is that thing. So, so with that, I think that's going to be a bullish catalyst. The Spark Token, both in the near term with the snapshot and long term with the actual implementation and the integration of XRP into smart contracts. So, I think XRP has a very good chance of doing very well long term. So that's why I own some XRP. Now, moving on to Ren. 8% of my portfolio is in Ren. Ren branches liquidity between Ethereum and Polkadot and basically a bunch of other cryptocurrencies. So to kind of put it simply, Ren is kind of the bridge that will allow liquidity to move between different cryptocurrencies. And it kind of gets like a toll based off that. So I think Ren could be huge because as this bull run matures, people are going to want to move liquidity from Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot to Ethereum, all these other coins. And Ren is kind of the middleman. And so I think Ren will do amazing. So moving on to Crypto.com, Crow, 5% of my initial investment is in that because for a few reasons. I think Crypto.com is a very easy to use, intuitive design, and as this bull run matures and more people get into cryptocurrency, I think a very easy to use exchange such as Crypto.com is going to gain popularity and use case. As well, the Crypto.com coin itself has really been tanking as of late. It's absolutely crashed, and so in my opinion, it's kind of like a buy the dip opportunity. So, like if we look here, yeah, it's like it's really dumped as of late. So I've been buying Crow at these levels. In my opinion, it's like a buy the dip opportunity. I think as this bull run matures, something like Crypto.com has a very easy to use exchange is going to be appealing to new people. So I think it's likely to gain more use case. And so I think Crypto.com over the long term has a good chance of being successful. So that's why I'm in Crypto.com. Moving on to Bidao. Bidao, guys. 4% of my initial investment was allocated towards Bidao. Bidao is essentially like a one-stop shop for decentralized finance. Basically, you can get like loans through any cryptocurrency you want. See, a lot of cryptos out there do DeFi, decentralized finance, but they're only limited to like one or two coins or a few coins. So Bidao is trying to be chain agnostic. So they will essentially, they want to be able to participate with all cryptocurrencies and essentially be like the one-stop shop for DeFi for all crypto loans. You can do like collateralized loans for all cryptocurrencies, or at least or at least many. So Bidao is trying to do something similar to MakerDAO, except with like more variety, more cryptocurrencies. So that's why I invested in Bidao. I think Bidao has a good chance of performing well in the long term. It's a new coin, so it's kind of a riskier play, but I found it compelling enough for myself, so that's why I decided to invest into Bidao. Moving on to OXT, Orchid. For those who don't know, Orchid is a decentralized VPN. So I invested into Orchid because I just kind of like the idea of a decentralized VPN, like a crypto VPN. And the Orchid token is used to get like kind of discounts within the VPN itself. So I think eventually, Orchid has been kind of dumping a crazy lot in the recent past, but I think it has a chance to perhaps recover in the long term. And it has been showing some signs of life recently. It's been making higher highs, higher lows, so it's been kind of going up a little bit. So, it doesn't seem to be completely dead, and I think it has a chance of recovering in the long term. Although, I bought it in like at 60 cents or something. So, I maybe wouldn't necessarily buy into Orchid today, but I'm kind of like a long-term bag holder as of now because I don't want to take that kind of a loss personally. And moving on, Trade, Unitrade. I'm in Unitrade. For those of you who don't know, Unitrade is essentially doing limit orders and stop loss orders for Uniswap, so I think that could be huge. Now, there are other players who are kind of in that space now, and perhaps they might overtake Unitrade, so I don't know if I'd invest in Unitrade today, but I bought it at around 60 cents. It's around the low 20s now, so I'm just holding it for long term, see what's going to happen. That's kind of what I'm doing with Orchid and Trade. I'm just holding for the long term, hoping they recover. They might not. And last but certainly not least, the coin I've most recently started accumulating, Matic Network. Guys, Matic Network is a second layer scaling solution for Ethereum. So as this bull run matures and Ethereum gets more and more expensive, it's gonna get slower and more expensive to use. Ethereum 2.0 seeks to solve a lot of those problems, but so does Matic. And if Matic can help you know, it doesn't have to take over the entire market or the entire space, but if you can just help scale Ethereum, I think Matic has a very, very good chance of performing very good long term. So essentially what it'll do is it will process transactions on a side blockchain and later process that transaction in the Ethereum blockchain when it can be done quickly, and basically allows for transactions to be done quickly. So you know, guys, you know, my hope is that you take these coins I mentioned and kind of me providing this brief summary of each and do more research into every one. This video is not intended for me to say go ahead and FOMO into every one of these coins. It's not at all what I'm saying. You know, the current prices might not be the best prices to buy in. You know, the cryptocurrency markets are highly volatile, but I do think each one of these coins are compelling for their own reasons, and they're compelling for, you know, like a variety of reasons. This is my portfolio, what my portfolio looks like. And as well, I think you know, this is 99% of my portfolio. I think I have like, what else? I think I have, no, this is my entire portfolio pretty much as of now. I mean, I do have GSX, but GSX hasn't been released to the exchanges yet, so I'm not counting it. But yeah, so this is what my portfolio looks like in terms of my initial investment allocation. Now, before I wrap up the video, guys, I really want to talk about how I would go about building a portfolio today. I want to do this kind of briefly, provide some general guidelines. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but I do think there's some kind of rules of thumbs that could be helpful to new people trying to build a portfolio and do more research on coins kind of for the long term. And again, guys, I'm gonna look to scale out near the end of 2021, beginning of 2022, because I think that's when the peak of the bull run is most likely to happen. So let's kind of talk about how I would go about building a portfolio today. So if I were to build a portfolio from scratch today, I would invest 50% of whatever I had to invest in either Bitcoin or Ethereum or both, because I would want to have, especially if you're a newbie or you don't want to actively manage your portfolio, I think it's very important to have a sizable chunk. I would go to say even like half of your portfolio in something safe, something that's not going to disappear, something that's very likely to do very well long term, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Honestly, if I was a newbie, didn't want to actively manage my portfolio, I would honestly put 25 Bitcoin, 25% in Ethereum. And you know, if you like Bitcoin or Ethereum, you know, if you like one or the other more, you can do, you know, more in one or the other. But having 50% of your portfolio in something super safe like Bitcoin or Ethereum, if you're a new person or don't want to actively manage your portfolio, makes a lot of sense in my opinion. Again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So moving on, I think it makes sense to put 25% into your portfolio, 25% of your portfolio into moderately risky coins, 15% into higher risk coins, and 10% into stable coins. And let me kind of explain my justification. I define safe, moderate risk coins as basically coins within the top 50 in terms of market cap. Again, you can go to CoinGecko to check out what the top coins are in terms of market cap. You know, it's very debatable whether the top 50, that's the perfect way to define moderate risk, because I mean Dogecoin is in the top 50 and Dogecoin is shit. It's just a meme coin, guys, but it is in the top 50 apparently. So, you know, again, it's just a general guideline, guys. So I would define moderate risk as top 50 cryptocurrencies and higher risk as basically everything else, everything outside the top 50. So I would invest 25% of my portfolio in moderate risk, you know, maybe a vechain, maybe a RAN. Again, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. You know, don't FOMO into those coins just because I mentioned it. Do your own research. Maybe there's some other coins that might do better long term, right? So just these are just some kind of general guidelines. I would define moderately risky as the kind of coins within the top 50. And then again, 15% into coins in terms of market cap 50 and above. And I would put 10% of my portfolio into stable coins, things like USDT. I'm sure the euro has a stable coin. I'm sure, I think Coinbase also has a stable coin, USDC, I believe. And the reason why I would put 10% of my portfolio into stable coins is because in order to buy the dip, you know, like I said, these markets are very volatile, and the prices today might not be the best prices to get in. Now, if you're holding for the long term, short-term fluctuations don't bother me because, in my opinion, they're just a good buy the dip opportunity. especially if you're dollar cost averaging. And having something in reserve, guys, is not can't be a bad idea, right? Because what if one of your favorite cryptos dips, then you could buy the dip. Also, it helps to protect your portfolio during volatile times. So, having a little bit in stable coins isn't the worst idea because, like I said, helps to protect your portfolio, and you can buy the dip on some of your favorite coins once they do dip, right? And one of the best ways to make money in crypto is by not losing money. So those are some general guidelines. Hopefully you guys gain some value out of that. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share as well. Guys, like I mentioned earlier, if you can spare token, I recommend Token Metrics highly. It is kind of pricey, but they do AI-fueled price predictions and portfolio suggestions. I love Token Metrics. One of my best trades ever was a 40% ROI trade on BAN, and it was because of Token Metrics that tipped me off to that trade. Guys, Token Metrics is not the end-all, be-all. It's another data point. It's a powerful tool. It's just something else to consider. So, if you like Token Metrics, there's a link down in the description below where you can sign up. They also do like a paid trials where you can pay like $10 for a week or something. So you can do that as well. If you actively want to trade these markets, guys, we are partnered with Bybit. Bybit, in my opinion, is one of the best exchanges out there. I love using Bybit. It's so intuitive and easy to use. They're currently doing a 25 Bitcoin giveaway. So if you sign up with Bybit down in our description below, you get to participate in this Bitcoin giveaway. So guys, check out Bybit as well. I always recommend people, if they can spare it, consider buying something like a Ledger, because the Ledger is one of the safest ways you can store your crypto. It's there's plenty of free ways out there, but the Ledger is definitely one of the safest ways. If you do want to buy Ledger, I invite you to check out our link down in the description below. It does really help out the channel. So yeah, there's that, guys. Join our Discord and our Twitter where we talk crypto, news, memes, news articles, our trades, all that good stuff. Links to join our Discord and our Twitter will be down in the description below. I hope you guys gained some value from this. If you have any suggestions on coins that I should be adding to my portfolio, things I should be looking at, things I missed out, things I should have, things I can do to improve my portfolio, things I can do to improve the way I spoke about this, please let me know. I do read the comments and I do reply to the comments. Also, yeah, you guys on Discord, by the way, you guys are awesome. We have such an awesome growing community on Discord. I appreciate all of you for being just so awesome on Discord. I really appreciate our Discord community. Shout out to you guys. I asked our Discord community if you guys would find it helpful if I kind of talked about my portfolio and the reasons why I went into it. And, you guys gave me some good suggestions, kind of talking about, how, what I see in every coin and all that good stuff. So, if you want to be a part of an awesome growing community, check out our Discord. I think I'll wrap it up there, guys. Take care.